Hello everyone, welcome back to the lab. So, we're doing this again. I genuinely thought after part 2, you guys would calm down. Last time, one viewer absolutely destroyed me. I spent hours making dinosaurs till midnight. I made hybrids, I made dragons, and you people still wanted more. So today, I'm making a request once again, and thankfully, the Microraptor animations, or aka the Mega Requester, has disappeared. But for now, if you enjoy these Spore creature creator videos, consider subscribing because it really helps out the channel, and it tells me that maybe, just maybe, I should keep letting you guys torture me. First request, Toothless. Honestly, I expected this one. He's one of the most recognizable dragons ever from How to Train Your Dragon, the 2010 movie and 2003 book. The hardest part of building Toothless in Spore is making him look cute. Spore naturally makes everything look horrifying, so hopefully he doesn't end up looking like he pays taxes. I actually like how the wings turn out using the feather parts. The head shape isn't very accurate, but it's recognizable enough. And considering this is Spore, I'll take that. I'd say this is Toothless. Next up is Vigorosaurus. If you've never heard of him, he's basically one of Godzilla's dinosaur friends. Yes, that is an actual sentence. He first appeared in King Kong Escapes in that movie, and later he appears in a Godzilla movie, Destroy All Monsters. And honestly, he's just awesome and very underrated. I kinda want him to have that old school kaiju look, very bulky, big feet, and long tail, and that iconic dinosaur-like face. I love retro dinosaur designs. They're so scientifically inaccurate, but they have so much personality. Even my design is literally a personalized version of Gorosaurus. I actually really like this one. Now this is where we get interesting. Spinosaurus morricanus, not the Spinosaurus. This was an old name proposed long time ago before later research showed it was actually a separate species. So nowadays it's basically considered part of Spinosaurus aegypticus or Spicibellosaurus, but it still makes for a cool request. I'm mostly going for the older interpretation here, since there isn't really official design for this. That's the fun part. I can get creative. Now, oh wow, this thing actually looks good. The color scheme is actually based on Dino Roll's Spinosaurus. You know, those old dinosaur images where like a Spinosaurus standing in a river. There's like tiny Psittacosaurus over there. Yes, based off that one picture. Oh, now we're talking. Utahraptor, one of the largest Dromaeosaurus, and unlike Jurassic Park's Velociraptors, these things were genuinely enormous, like as tall as a human. Like, imagine a giant feathered predator running towards you. No thanks. I want him to look like slightly retro and the blend of modern too. And yep, I would absolutely not survive against this monster. Next, the Austroraptor. This is actually the same request as the Utahraptor, but whatever. This guy lived in South America, and despite being a raptor, it actually had a really long narrow snout. It almost looks like someone's stretched out a Velociraptor, which is what I'm doing right now. I actually don't really see Austroraptor being recreated often in media, so this is pretty interesting. I love obscure dinosaurs. There's more than just T-Rex and Spinosaurus and Triceratops, and now I like this thing, even if it's a stretched out Velociraptor model. Next, the same request as before, Irritator, which is one of the most funniest dinosaur names, and yes, it is really called Irritator. The fossil was damaged by fossil dealers, which irritated the scientists, so they literally named it Irritator. I love paleontology. So Irritator is enough of a Spinosauroid. Technically this video has already started the Spinosaurus collection. You just don't know it yet. Looks pretty nice. Honestly, the design is based off Rudy from Ice Age. You know the giant white baryonyx from that movie? Yep, this color scheme and the whole model is based on him. Next up, Dryptosaurus, originally named Laelaps, which is honestly a way cooler name, but there was already an animal named Laelaps, a fucking tiny mite. So the dinosaur lost its name. Imagine being a giant carnivorous dinosaur and losing your entire name and identity to a microscopic bug. Unlike Tyrannosaurus rex, Dryptosaurus was one of the giant predators from North America that had surprisingly large arms. That's definitely what I want to include. I actually love this design, even it was based off the Retropaleo or the Relapse, but like it was leaping from one to another. Next request, the Shantogosaurus, and this thing, it was huge. It's the largest hadrosaur ever discovered. Imagine a duck-billed dinosaur the size of a tiny house. I always like obscure dinosaurs like this, but everyone focuses on carnivores and nobody gives hadrosaurs or herbivores too much attention, but herbivores could be just as impressive as carnivores like T-Rex and Spinosaurus. But this thing is actually massive and exactly what I wanted. The design of this thing is actually based on the carnivores Shantogosaurus added, made by Will Nobody Was Taken, or if that was its actual name in like Discord and Carnivore Saga. Yup, thanks to him for inspiring me to take his design for this. Next, Peloproplitz. I don't know how to spell this thing, okay? This is an ankylosaur, so we're naturally adding a lot of spikes. Lots and lots of spikes. The armor is honestly the hardest part because, actually no, the armor is already done because I used a base model, but getting them look more okay is the hardest part. Sometimes these can take forever. I made this ankylosaurus in the Jurassic World long form rebirth video, and it took me at least like actually 20 minutes to make the full thing, so like modifying it would be better and like can take less time than making an entirely new model. But honestly, I'm just gonna say this, the design looks dangerous and I approve of this. Alright, someone requested the Primitive War Tyrannosaurus. If you never heard of Primitive War, the movie and the novels, it's basically what happens when you throw dinosaurs inside the Vietnam War. Yes, that's insane and that's fucking badass. Building this thing, I really want this T-Rex to look rough, using an already modified cool model. I wanted to make it like scarred and battle hardened, like it survived literally everything. Now that looks awesome. That perfect. I also made two versions of the T-Rex, a male one and a female one. The female one is the one that looks like the Jurassic Park 3 raptor, the colors, and the male one has proto feathers on its neck. Now this is Firing a Dragon OC by a YouTuber named, I forgot the name, but like I am friends with the person in Discord, and honestly the design is awesome. I immediately knew that the design is not gonna be easy to make in Spore, but quite easy. So let's break it down for you. The bright green body, red spikes, huge wings or arms, yellow underbelly, massive fluffy tail, and about 50 details I can definitely fit into Spore. There are also cable-like appendages, which unfortunately Spore does not exactly support, so we're improvising. Now, it's Jeff, or exactly a Roblox noob. If you play Creatures of Scenario and Roblox, you already know what is Jeff. Jeff is an Arthro Roblox avatar that is supposedly has the colors of the noob, but is extremely realistic, but actually not really realistic, just like a model of an Arthro character, like more realistic features, but this time way too lazy to make a human with like Lego colors, so I'm just gonna make a normal Roblox noob and call it Jeff instead. This is literally just a Roblox guy, so I'm just making a block man instead of a really realistic version of it, like whatever. Like this might be actually the easiest request I've ever received in here, because I don't even need scales, I don't even need feathers, I don't even spikes, I just need blocks and a face. I hate how inaccurate this is to the game because it's actually based off the noob, not Jeff. Next up, for Kraken. And unlike the previous requests, this is gonna be really big. The Kraken has existed in legends for centuries and supposedly dragging entire ships beneath the ocean, so naturally, I'm gonna make him absolutely gigantic. The tentacles are probably the hardest part because Spore doesn't exactly let you build in what do you call it again? The group of animals that contains octopus and squids. Exactly, it's supposed to be a squid. So yeah, but I think these claw things for the limbs exactly works. And yeah, I definitely wouldn't go to swim with this thing in the ocean. Next up is the Megachalon from Ark. If you have never seen one before, imagine a turtle the size of an island in Ark. It basically acts as a floating mobile base. You can literally build structures on top of its shell, which is honestly one of the coolest creature ideas ever. I obviously can't recreate the entire island, but I can definitely make him absolutely enormous. Huge shell, thick legs, very chunky, exactly how a turtle should be. I love this. He is very friend shaped, but is actually Earth sized. Okay, this one, I guarantee most of you have never heard of. The Beast of Lesotho. And no, it's not its actual scientific name. It's an informal nickname for a giant prehistoric amphibian. It may have reached around 7 meters long, making it one of the largest amphibians to ever exist. Imagine a giant salamander from Japan mixed with a crocodile to its size. Congratulations, you have invented a nightmare fuel. This thing has such a weird body. It's flat, it's chunky, it barely has a neck. It looks like evolution forgot to finish it after the Permian period. I genuinely love obscure prehistoric animals. A shrimp. After giant amphibians, you guys requested a shrimp, more specifically, triops, also called a tadpole shrimp. And here's the crazy part. These little guys have existed for thousands and millions of years. They are older than dinosaurs, older than T-Rex, older than Spinosaurus, older than Herrerasaurus. They've basically refused to evolve, so basically they're stuck in the cell stage. I absolutely cannot make this thing life-size, so today we have a giant shrimp. And somehow it looks even weirder and cute. Somehow though, did I even find this thing even cute? Next, the Uinta-Virium. Imagine a rhino, a hippo, and someone glued 6 horns into its head. That's basically Uinta-Virium. It lived millions of years after the dinosaurs, after the media, and despite looking horrifying and horrid, it actually had a surprisingly tiny brain and was actually a herbivore. Evolution was experimenting. The tusks and the horns are the most recognizable parts, so those need to be perfect, and I also want him to look very heavy because I'm using a rhino as a base, like a living tank. I absolutely love this thing, and I kind of like how it came out using only replicant or like vanilla parts. Next up, Spicomelus. And honestly, this might be one of the weirdest dinosaurs ever discovered, because instead of having normal armor, its spikes actually grew out of its ribs. What? I've made a lot of dinosaurs, armor dinosaurs, theropods, sauropods, whatever, you name it, but this one is definitely unique, because it's an ankylosaur, but actually not a true ankylosaur, like Nodosaurus, Ankylosaurus, and like a lot of other dinosaurs, but like this is actually the earliest ankylosaur discovered in Jurassic, more closely related to Stegosaurus than like normal ankylosaurs, you know, Variophoria, or like whatever the group contains Stego and Enki together is. I forgot what it was called, but like that's the name of the group. Anyways, I definitely would not want to hug this thing. Oh my gosh, look at those spines. It's actually horrifying. Imagine being a theropod and approaching this thing, and then this thing manages to stab your balls, and that would be definitely really painful. Trust me, you would not want to hug him. The same request as the Spicomelus, Howlong Donkey, a never lesser known dinosaur and also newly discovered, like Spicomelus and others. And honestly, I really appreciate when you guys request obscure dinosaurs because it gives me an excuse to learn about them. I have probably said this a million times, but obscure dinosaurs are awesome. They deserved so much attention. I think he turned out pretty well with the feathers on his back and like the scutes on his spine. Honestly, because this is an iguanodon tit or whatever you spell it, that is a traditional thumb spike on its hands. Now for those requests I didn't show the comments. Yiki, Sigmodosaurus, and another irritator is the bonus to JD Hardy or whatever his name was, I kinda forgot. Yeah, I'm kinda done with all of these stuff. Please trust me, the video is gonna end now. What again? Oh, can you make Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus? Oh, maybe, I guess I can. What is this? Go! Destroy everything in your path! Make them see Spinosaurus! Make them feel Spinosaurus! Alright, here is it. The battle begins. The hero team versus the Spinosaurus variants. So here we can see Firewing literally running, the monsters resurrector Spinosaurus punching and stomping for everything. Fossil fighter Spinosaurus is down, and accidentally Spicomelus died. Spinosaurus died because I had no legs. Oh no, Jurassic World, the game Spinosaurus targeting me, the Velociraptor. Come on, Night Fury, you can do it. Come on, Layla. Yes, we took down the monster resurrector Spinosaurus and we blew one, and now we win. Gorosaurus and Megacelon did most of the work, firing also. Shantonosaurus too. Irritator is mostly irritating the Spinosaurus. Well, definitely that was one of the weirdest request videos I've ever made. Surely one of the best I've ever made, but I made from giant prehistoric amphibians to dragons to giant turtles, and enough Spinosaurus to start their own ecosystem. And huge thanks to everyone who left a request, especially the Nicholas Shark and Jurassic Demon. I appreciate for all people who try to participate in this entire thing. If your creature didn't make it to this episode, don't worry, leave your request down below. You never know, it might appear in part 4. Bye, assuming there's a part 4. Actually, there probably will be. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys back in the lab. Thank you so much, everyone.